Now for the other fish, a Pisces swimming in bliss. Tell me what you demons wish. Is David the type of meal I should serve in this dish? Perhaps King Cobra Solomon. Tear your minds apart like Samson. Take the sword like Gideon, and run all through Midian. Turn their precious temples into obsidian. Run their minds all through the prime meridian. Do you know why this boy is terrified? I told him to destroy and leave petrified. He says, Father, Father, no. Let me get on my knees. I can take the vines off the tree. Let these innocent people be. I am their God. I am their king. Okay, Father. Omni-Eris enters the ring. Yeah, man, I was interested when you said those Christians were spiritually dead, but now I disagree. I will mock you until you flee. So I opened the door to his bar and realized I'm the star. He turned on a video and began. Although it didn't go as planned, he agreed with the first two statements I made. Then he frantically sped up knowing he was already played. His chat began to agree. They asked, wasn't Yahweh Jesus dead they tried to drown in the sea? I explained that's a translation. I am the name. They started playing the game, asking more questions to see. They started temporarily following me. He instantly found a spot where I'd said, I am king. Then 5 seconds later in the same video, I said, watch, I will be attacked by the thing, just like a man in a book. When I turned him into a Pharisee Protestant, he looked shook. I made a video called From Egypt to America, How Protestants Remain Forsook. I haven't seen him since. I think his YouTube got took. They did that boy like Farrakhan. Now he has to preach at Comic-Con. Oh, Brother Fahrenheit, when I was a baby, you called me beautiful. I'm glad you're back. But Johnny's grandson says remove those words about white devils from that. Give those sermons about the love and power before the next generations be sour. Back to the Time Cube, man. I really think he was a silly fan. Before it all ended, they kept asking me, am I slow? I felt bombarded. So I asked him if he was retarded. He laughed at that statement, his spirit hardened. He said it looked like Yohanan was having a bad day. I can't find any of his videos to this date. I told him the source was sour. He decided to ignore me and exercise his First Amendment powers. Although a couple of months later, that boy's mind split like paper. You would have thought his boyfriend gave him a taper. Nah, in all seriousness, I think his husband Brett served him papers. L.O. motherfucking L. Mentally, I hope he escapes that cell. I've made so many Satanists delete videos and now one is in hell. They hate religion, but in that stupidity they still dwell. A few others are cool now and respect the stone. I am sick of all these fake satanic Christian clones. One was calling the covenant Lucifer's 10 commands. I had to delete that shit off the land. What does it profit to not have a job? Sit in a room and eat corn on the cob. I already told you that God is used as the devil, no need to switch names. Almost every character is a seed of the serpent in Queen James. I keep telling you they call the God of this world Satan. I don't know if they're sleeping deep within or debating. It's their own wisdom creating the earth, steadily allowing the serpent to give birth. From garden host to Ankalagon the Black do they betray you. I rather read the never-ending story and ride Atreyu. They say man is evil and only tell lies. They don't realize what they profess from the skies. The Lord is the one who helps conceive. I am trying to tell them, but they never believe. You give life to every child and then leave. Then in the mind pick favorites and make the others grieve. An entire psychological matrix created by living waters. They have no idea they've become father, mother, and daughter. Back to those confused little Protestants, pretending to be Satanists. Do you not know what protest means? Instead of pulling ribs, you're cooking the spleen. Men giving birth like that episode Cosby had a sandwich and boat. They don't know how to even construct an ark, so they just sloppily float. Get behind. I told you I am not of that kind. I care not what these fools do to their minds. Now for the rest of the men in line. Walking above the waters again, avoiding these sharks called sin. Pharaoh becoming a snake, swimming all through the lake. Noah becoming a drake. How much can the rivers take? Resurrecting an octopus with 8 little eyes. The spider of the sea sucking the blood from the flies. A bakery of pirates giving SquarePants pies. A present from Never Ever Land with quite the surprise. Ticking in the ocean, water rippling from the lies. More grease than a burger from Five Guys. For a moment there I was going to say Krusty Krab, but to be honest, if there was a restaurant, I'd probably take a selfie and just brag. So many juices dripping from the patty to the bag. Take a bite and close my eyes, I'd more than likely lag. Nurse my taste buds back to life, eat there till I sag. The Baconator of Bikini Bottom don't hold the mayonnaise. A funny little saying, or call it a catchphrase, for anyone who saw that Alien episode back in the days. The episode where they drove the rock also gets replayed. The customer exploded over soda and said they won't be paid. Squidward delivered that pizza like he was truly unafraid. Sometimes we need a friend to act as a public aid. Sometimes a difference in opinion can help mentally evade. Sometimes a rebuke isn't always out of hate. I reproof the ones I love, or I try to fix little mistakes. I didn't say I was perfect, this is a planet of the apes. I just evolved from eating the bananas to the grapes. All of a sudden a couple of these monkeys have on capes, dancing for the circus, recording audition tapes, viewing what's in you, the new television tube, waiting for the trolls to go grab some extra lube. They came to the wrong place, my milk doesn't come from the boob. I am not your mother, you might walk up on the wrong dude. Meat is what I carry, no pun intended. Too much beef will get a couple of people's tongues suspended. End up in a nation because the credentials were pretended. Using the wrong tense like I am a Catholic. Getting drunk on the vine like an alcoholic. Dead letters becoming the life of the apostolic. The same way the Son of Man went up is how he will come down. They have no idea how that truly sounds. Just so they know he was crucified and beaten like a clown. They love saying what goes around. So I hope your flight is in the summer indeed. He that's frozen in the winter may have to thaw out before freed. Depending on your character and how terrible a person's misdeed. I keep telling them I am who I am isn't a god, but they don't take heed. How many different languages can I say they do it to themselves? My oh my, do they talk about the poor man by the gate and the rich man's spiritual health. Not knowing he who has already purchased it all does not need the merchandise I come to install. My Patreon doesn't cost a thing, it's free. How can I lay claim on the earth I didn't grow any tree? I have to first plant a seed from a forefather before. I am not about to manifest genetic code, I'd rather take an Apple core. Or maybe buy some Microsoft in an Apple store. That wasn't a joke about Coca-Cola from the line before. I might get canned, exiled from the land, and leave my psyche torn. An addiction of perdition, so wretched and forlorn. The cost of living turning into extra cash for I am not here to judge, but believe I have two eyes. A nasty little rhythm like a mixtape from Rap Replies. Have your body dance like Rack It Up, extracurricular exercise. Thou shalt not channel spirit. I am who I am, but who can hear it? Thou shalt stone the mage. Yet I see Elijah bring down fire on the page. Moses moved entire rivers. And Yehohanan pulled out love and forgiveness like a rabbit from his hat and was left to shiver. Don't worry, karma hopped back around. That which is not acceptable will be brought to the ground. I will make the Pope and Jews wear that same crown. They have so much blood on their gown. Every time they call me anti-Semitic. I can feel the king marching down, singing they will get it. A beautiful time to be born, such a pretty aesthetic. Running from class doesn't require athletics. Don't be late, they don't accept extra credit. Tokens only, they don't have Cash App or debit. These funds are personal and bankruptcy can lead you down the rabbit hole like Reddit.
I was yours, you were mine, but it's time to say goodbye. Didn't know that the honeymoon's just a phase. Now I understand, I learned it firsthand. You thought it would last forever. Oh, you should have loved me better. Should have loved me better, 'cause we might still be together. Before we split up, always believed we would never was when the moon started to become blue. Oh, so I surrendered, 'cause I couldn't see things getting better. No, in the afternoon, did what I could do, now you're in my rearview. Yeah, oh. Hasn't always been this wrong or this bad, but after some time I realized you and I were in the match. You should have loved me better, should have loved me better, 'cause we might still be together before we split up. Always believed we would never, till the afternoon, That was when the moon started to become blue.